I want to see you wind it, wind it. Turn around and get behind it, behind it. Yeah, you shut that club down, 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 down. Hey, get behind it, you can wind it.
Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. This video is going to be another makeup tutorial using the Lunar Beauty Life is a Drag palette. I really wanted to do another look with this because I really feel like I didn't get to incorporate any of the colors that are in here. So again, I really wanted to incorporate color, but make sure that the eye look is still very much me and still very much my style. And I love the way that this looks, especially with the glitter in my crease. I think it's so me. So I'm going to stop rambling and I'm just going to jump right into the video. Normal, we are going to be first going into moisturizer, and I'm using my Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Lotion. All I do is take one pump of this, maybe two pumps, because my skin has been so dry lately. I just kind of really lightly massage this into your skin. I like how YouTubers like explain how to apply moisturizer as if like people don't know how. Now for primer, I'm going into my Milani Prime Shield Primer. This is their face blurring, mattifying type of primer. I did try this out in a previous video, and honestly, it's not the best primer that's out there, but it isn't the worst. It definitely does minimize your pores a little bit, but again, there are definitely primers out there that do the job much better. So for foundation, I'm going to be going into two. I am going to go back in with my LA Girl Pro Matte Foundation in the color Caramel. Like I said in my previous video, the undertone of this is just a little too orange for me, but I can definitely make it work. So what I'm going to do is mix in a little bit of my Makeup Forever Ultra HD. This is in the shade Y435. The color of these two foundations mixed together looks really good. Just gonna make sure I drag this down my neck and chest area since we are showing so much skin. For concealer here, I'm going in with my Flower Beauty Light Illusion Full Coverage, and this is in the shade Medium Honey. I don't know if I mentioned it in my previous video, but I really do like the doe foot applicator on that concealer. It just holds the right amount of product and you have so much more control. Then everything, I'm going in with my HourGlass Veil Translucent Powder. You guys know I love this stuff. Bring some color back into my face. I'm going in with my Maybelline Butter Skin Powder in the color Coconut, and I'm just going to be using a flat kabuki brush and pushing the product into my skin. To bronze and contour, I'm going in with my Shade and Light palette from Kat Von D. Of course, I'm going to be going into the middle shade, and I'm going to be using my Japanese brush. I'm also taking a little bit of this and bringing it down my neck. To contour, I'm going to be mixing these two shades and go in with a very smaller tapered brush. I'm also going to be taking this Luxie Mini Angle brush and going with the cooler tone shade in here and just kind of snuggle that into my Cupid's bow just to make it look a little bit more powderier. Also a little bit under my bottom lip. I don't ever nose contour. I don't know why the hell I did that. Blush, I'm going to be going into the Tarte Amazonian Clay Blush in the color Party. For highlighter, I'm going in with the Artist Couture Diamond Glow Powder. This is in the shade Conceited. Since we're here, why not put a little bit on my shoulders and chest? Now face is officially done. I'm going to go in and set everything, and I'm going to be using my Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. Moving on to eyes, I did do one of my eyes off of camera so you can kind of see what we're going to be doing today. I do have a little bit of glitter up there in my crease, so hopefully you can see it on camera. But we are going to be going into the Life is a Drag palette from Manny MUA. This is from Lunar Beauty, the company that he came out with. The first thing that we are going to be doing is putting a little bit of tape on the corners of our eyes. The little tip that I have doing this is to angle the tape the same way you would do your wing liner. First colors we are going to be going into is Sickening and Hunty. I'm first patting the color on the outer V and then blending it up into that upper crease area. Like I said before in my first tutorial, that I just think that these two transition shades are just not deep enough for someone of my specific skin tone. But you can of course make them work by just building them up an extra few times. Changing blending brushes, I'm going into Mug now. I'm doing the same thing with this shade, just kind of tapping it first in that outer V and then blending it up into that crease. What I'm going to quickly do is go back in with that Sigma brush that we use, and with those transition shades, I'm going to really lightly blend out these edges. And then with a smaller blending brush, I'm going to be going into the shade Trade. I'm doing the same thing with the shadow, packing it on and then blending it a little bit lower into our crease. What I'm doing here is going back in with a little bit of Mug, which is the second shade that we use, and I'm just lightly blending out these edges. Now to cut out the crease, go in with whatever concealer you are the most comfortable with, and I'm just going to do a half cut crease with this. Oh, let me hold my breath now. I can show you how to do it, I know ya. And I show you how you like it. Now for the star of the show, I'm going to be going into Campy, which is the yellow shade in his palette. All you want to do is place that right on top of the concealer. I will say that I did set the concealer with a banana shade. You can use whatever you have in your collection, but I just feel like applying the yellow on top of the wet concealer doesn't look as good as applying it when it's set. And now that that is on, just go in with a little bit of Mug and blend out the edges. For the glitter that is in my crease area, we are going to be going into the Heavy Metal Glitter Liner from Urban Decay. This is in the shade Midnight Cowboy. Before we move on to lashes and liner, I'm going to work on my lower lash line, and I'm going to be taking a black liner, the Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in the color Whatever Black. I'm going to be taking a mixture of Mug and Trade, and I'm just going to be blowing out my lower lash line with these two shadows. And once you have that on, you're going to go back in with the transition shades that you use and use that to blend out the edges. For my inner corner and brow bone highlight, I'm going to be using Beat. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go off camera, apply some wing liner, lashes, and some mascara. For lashes, I'm going to be using my Kiss Lashes in the style Teddy. For mascara, I'm going in with my Lancome Monsuire Big. And finally, for liner, of course, I'm going in with my favorite. This is the NYX Epic Ink Liner. Now eyes are officially done. What I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly line my lips with my favorite lip liner from WetnWild. This is their gel lip liner in the color Gone Burgundy. So if my lips look really red right now, it's because I put on a red lipstick and I just didn't like the way that it looks with the eyes. So I'm changing my mind. I'm going to go in with the Dose of Colors Liquid Lipstick in the color Stone. Oh, I love this color. You can of course leave the lips as this, but I'm going to go in with a gloss because I love a good gloss. And the one that I've been loving is the Victoria's Secret Glitter Gloss. This is just a regular, very shimmery clear gloss. And what I like to do with this is apply this only in the center of my lips and on my Cupid's bow. And that's pretty much it for this look. I hope you guys liked this video. If you do, give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and also please subscribe if you haven't already. And behind you, you can wind it, baby. When you shut the club down, 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 down. Oh, yeah, you shut the club down, down.